Hello, hello. I'm doing an impromptu live stream right now. Nobody's here yet. They probably don't know I'm on, but we have a press conference coming for the Carlee Russell story. And I'm just going to get my screen ready. Why is it doing that? Hello, hello, for those of you who have joined. Share screen. Let's try this again. There we go. Share audio. Hello.
Mic check. Podium. Y'all want a mic check from podium? Check. Okay.
All right, I'm just going to pause this until this comes on. We are live. There is an update on the Carlee Russell story. If you all haven't heard, she is the woman from Alabama that said she was going to, or she was driving down the interstate and she saw a child on the side of the road and she got out of her car and disappeared. And 2 days later showed up back at home. They, I'm just watching here. They, hello, Facebook user. I cannot see you right now, your name right now, but thank you for being here. Carlee Russell stopped on the side of the road stating that she saw a toddler walking down the interstate, got out of the car, disappeared. 2 days later, she ended up walking up to her door, ringing the doorbell, and they called an ambulance and took her to the hospital. Police came on and did a press conference a few days later stating that they could not find a child that was missing, and stated that she had taken some things from her employer, bathrobe, some snacks. She had stopped to get something to eat. And that they don't believe that there was any kind of kidnapping, even though her family was stating there was. They also went through and gave some information about her internet searches, such as the movie Taken. I remember that. Hi, Christy. 2 minutes. Okay. She also did some internet searches on the main alert system, the Amber Alert, all that good stuff. Okay, okay, 2 minutes. That's what they're saying. So, thank you, Christy, and the individual on Facebook for joining us, and for Andrea. Yes, I'm wondering if they're going to say whether they're going to be pressing any charges against her. A lot of resources went into trying to find her. And as you all know, we have a hard time getting the African American community on mainstream media when one of these individuals go missing. So for her to fake this and this be a hoax, it's very saddening to me, because we want more African Americans to be profiled on mainstream media when they go missing. So I'm just waiting for them to come to the podium here, and then I will mute and start playing the video. But like I said, I'm curious to find out what's going to be said today. Very curious. Christy says she had a birthday party yesterday with several guests at her house. Must be nice. Glad she's safe and enjoying life. I'm not happy about the resources that she took away from the police and FBI and all the agencies that work together to try to find her. It's very sad. It's very sad when something like this happens with all the missing people that we have. It's just really sad. You must be a little bit ahead of me, Andrea, because they're not at the podium yet on my screen. I brought up the second one, the second video that you had given me. Here we go.
Good afternoon. I'm Captain Keith Sescaliba with the Hoover Police Department. We're here today to provide an update in the Carlee Russell investigation. Chief Nick Durzis will read a prepared statement that will provide an update in this case. After reading the statement, we will have time for a few questions related to the case. Keep in mind, this is still an ongoing investigation, and there are some questions we simply cannot answer at this point. With that, I'll turn it over to Chief Durzis.
Thank you, Captain. Good afternoon. Thanks to everyone for attending again today. I want to thank the members of our department and all of law enforcement who played a role in the investigation of this case. Last Wednesday, July 19th, we held a press conference and provided you with the facts of the Carlee Russell disappearance. We told you the investigation was ongoing. We helped you determine where Carlee was within the 49 hours of her disappearance. Today, I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emery Anthony, attorney for Carlee Russell. Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carlee to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf. Mr. Anthony asked that I read the statement in its entirety, which I will do now. My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area, which was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone from the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department, and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers. We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
All right, with that, we'll take a few questions. As Officer Hale said, when I call on you, please state your name and your affiliation. Yes, sir.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610 100.1 FM Summit Media. Chief, do we at this time of the Hoover Police Department know the whereabouts of Carlee Russell during that 49-hour period that she was supposedly missing?
Now, as I said the other day, we're talking facts and everything. If I said anything today, would just be speculation. Actual facts, we do not.
Aaron Lula, WBCM 13. Can you tell us what her motivation was for doing this, if you can?
I wish I could tell you. I think only Carlee knows, and maybe her attorney now. But again, the statement that we received from him does not indicate any.
For EPWRC, can you give us an idea of what charges you may be filing against her?
Now, that would strictly be up to the district attorney's office.
David Lamb, CDS 42, can you update us so that there is a meeting scheduled for this afternoon with the family, or when is that meeting?
Yeah, no, not a meeting with the attorney. not the family or Carlee. We have a meeting scheduled with the attorney, and that will take place some point tomorrow.
And there's no meeting with Carlee Russell or her family at this point?
Not scheduled, no, sir.
Brady Chapman with Fox 6, what's next to close this investigation?
Well, again, we want to talk to Mr. Anthony tomorrow and see if he has any more to discuss about the case. We'll certainly be asking if we'll get an opportunity to again interview Carlee like we've wanted to since she returned.
Chief Stephen Quinn, ABC 3340.
Yes, sir.
Your reaction now, knowing that Carlee has admitted that this was made up?
Well, I'm glad that we got this. You know, we certainly laid the facts out to you guys and to the national media that had a lot of interest in this particular case. The sad thing is that again, there were so many people that were involved, took this thing very, very seriously, and again, we wanted the focus to be bringing her home. She got home. We're very excited about that. It is what it is. The facts, I think, last Wednesday pretty much showed that we knew that it was a hoax.
Lisa Crane with WBTM 13. Do you know the expense you went to during this search? And if you don't have a dollar figure for us, just how big it was for you guys?
Well, it was all hands on deck, and we don't have a dollar figure yet, but we're certainly working towards getting one. And not only ours, but there'll be other agencies that had a lot of support that they gave us and had monetary expenses themselves.
Jonathan, with JLR investigates. Are the parents under investigation?
You know, as I said the other day, we were going to try to determine exactly those 49 hours. So right now, you know, anything's on the table. We still don't know what happened in those 49 hours. Where she was, did she have any help? We have no idea. You know, I read the statement from Mr. Anthony. That's all we know.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610, Summit Media. Chief, let me ask you this. What do you think prompted or provoked Carlee to do this kind of thing? And are there any kind of mental issues that the police department or the public should be concerned about, or just what?
You know, not that I'm aware of. I mean, it's, this was a elaborate deal. I mean, when you talk about calling a 911 and being up on the interstate, again, it would all be conjecture. So really, I don't know. I was hoping that we'd have an opportunity to interview and we'd be able to ask her those questions.
Were any others involved in putting this story together for her?
Mr. Anthony, in his statement, says there was not.
Liviana Calmes, WPRC, Fox 6 News. You said that you had a meeting scheduled and it kind of switched into a statement. Did they give any type of reason that switched?
No, they did not.
Back here.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBTM 13. Just for clarification, Carlee Russell is not in custody right now.
That is correct. That is correct.
Last question with David.
David Lamb, once again. So first of all, when did you actually see this letter? And second of all, do these admissions and the content of the letter alter the investigation at all?
No, not at all. We'll continue to investigate. We're still trying to determine where she was during those 49 hours. But I am glad that we received this. It at least puts some of the social media super sleuths hopefully at rest for a little bit as far as the conjecture of what everybody thinks took place. We know that by her own admission, it didn't happen, and we're thankful for that.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
All right, we have it there. She is admitting that it was all false and made up and fake. It was a hoax. So all of that energy, all of those resources, and all of that time spent looking for Carlee Russell could have been spent helping actual missing individuals from that area or on other cases. And I really hate this. I really do. And like I said, at the beginning, I kind of went over this. The African American community does not get mainstream media's attention on the missing cases or the murdered cases like it should. And this one did, and it got it fast. This went national very, very quickly. And for it to be a hoax, it's awful. It is just absolutely awful. So I'm hoping that this does not affect the next case of an African American person that goes missing. That mainstream media will still jump all over it and still get the information out. But once you burn like this, we know how that is. You know, and she finally has come out and admitted that it was a hoax, that it was not true. She did not see a child on the side of the road. She did not get kidnapped. We still do not know where she was for those 49 hours. And law enforcement will be meeting with her attorney, and I'm sure they're going to request that they meet with her and be able to sit down and talk to her and figure out exactly where she was. And at that time, then they will determine if charges are filed against her. And in this case, I think they should be. No matter what reason she did it, charges should be filed. Because if they let her pass on this, then they got to let the next person have a pass on it, and so forth. And there's too many resources being taken up on these fake claims, and it could be going elsewhere for people that really need it. So let's see here. Hello, how are you? Christy, nice to see you. Well, now we know that she's not getting arrested, but charges could still be pending. Deborah, yep, curious to find out. It was very short. There's not much they can really say. So no kidnapping and no child on the side of the road, right? Statement from her attorney, yep. And in his statement, she is admitting that none of this was true. Miracle Hearts, oh my God, yep. Can't he answer any questions? He can't answer any questions and she won't talk, right? There might be something to that, Nadia. Definitely. JLR investigates. As far as I know, he's a YouTuber. He is not real media. Anybody can print a fake press credential. They do it all the time to try to get into events. Maybe he does have one. I don't know. Andrew says, girl crying wolf. Yep. You're welcome. It is very sad. Rumor has it she lied about nursing school and failed out and was afraid to tell anyone. That could be. Her brother gets on TikTok and says they weren't getting national media attention. That was false. They got national attention quickly. They will file charges, especially for all the resources they had used. Yeah. Christy said there's someone from the area saying there's an issue with whose jurisdiction can charge her. That might be one of the things that they're working out and one of the reasons why they need to talk to her. I agree that charges should be filed. There are too many missing persons. Yes, exactly. Just like Jamie Jo Tate's case in Indianapolis. Exactly. I agree. And it's a shame because you have mothers like this out there whose child is truly missing. And they're not making national news. And this has been going on since 2020 in her case. They're not getting the news. They're not getting the attention. You know, and then you have this case, the Carlee Russell case, that did, and it shouldn't have because it wasn't true. Andrew says it's a 5 to 6 mile radius of whose jurisdiction it would have been. Well, they're going to have to figure that out, and then whoever's jurisdiction it is should bring charges. Hi, DGR Dave. How are you? It's something about where she lives and where she committed this. Yes. There's a 5 mile difference. Yes. Now, I don't particularly like the YouTuber that you brought up, JLR, but I have to say he's done some good investigation on this case. And he actually went and walked through the woods, found trails, found tunnels she could go through and everything. It was pretty amazing, and he filmed it all. So I think after the first press release, we all knew that this wasn't real. And it's a shame. It is a shame. It breaks my heart in a way because cases such as Jamie Joe Tate out of Indianapolis deserve that coverage and don't get it. Cases like Tabitha Raines deserve that coverage. Don't get it. So, and for this to be everywhere, national news, all the news outlets, so many YouTubers talking about it, still talking about it, proving that she lied, you know, or where she could have gone. There's videos out there still being made on it. I'm doing this. As far as I'm concerned, she doesn't deserve any more attention. She does not deserve any more attention. And the only reason I live stream that is because I knew it was going to come out that she lied. That's the only attention that she's going to get from this channel. And that's why I truly believe charges should be brought against her. That is my personal opinion. You know, that's all I can say about that. So, I'm glad that you all could jump on and watch this with me. Thank you to Andrea, who gave me a heads up as I was ending my workday that this was coming on. Oh, yes. Not only should she be brought up on charges, she should have to pay some of that money back that was used for the searches and to try to find her. Absolutely. Neuqua, all right. Here's another one. Neuqua McCowan, missing since 2001, Richmond, Indiana. Let's make this not about her anymore. Let's make it about some people that really deserve it. I'm going to share my screen with you again. Why isn't it coming up? There we go. I'm going to take this off here. So the family out here seeking justice for Jamie Tate. Someone has answers. There is a board here with her picture on it, Jamie Jo Tate, and information. March for the Missing and Victims of Violent Crimes is the name of the Facebook page. Donna is her mom. $5,000 reward. Come on. What really happened to Jamie Jo Tate? Last seen by me on or about July 30th or 31st, 2022. She's my daughter, my baby, the youngest of my 4. I love her with all my heart. I need justice for Jamie. I will never give up, not in a million years. I will move earth, heaven, and if necessary, hell, to find out the truth. What really happened to my Jamie? This is from a mother whose child is truly missing. Donna, we'll have to get a hold of you and have you on and tell us Jamie's story. I would really like that. So, missing, Indianapolis, Indiana, August 1st, 2020. Foul play believed. Detective Jay Burton at 317-327-6186 if you have any information. All right. And I have more. I mean, if we go through my Facebook page alone, I have a lot of you on here. But one of the things that I also have on here, so CPD seeks tips missing from Columbus, Indiana, July 21st. Angela Lynn shared that. Jamie Valdez, he is still missing. His sister, who watches our channel, has been on our channel. Oh, Donna, I'm so glad. I'll get a hold of you through Facebook Messenger. So, Jamie's sister's been on our show. She's talked about him. He's still missing. They still have not found him. Jamie Valdez Missing is the name of his Facebook page. This one is kind of hard to see, but this is Charles Tolliver. And this is his NamUs profile, his missing profile in NamUs. Justice for Karina. Absolutely, it's coming. Here we go. Missing. If you have information about Michaela Harvey, call Stockton Police Department, 209-937-7911. Case number 2323073 or local PD. She's missing from Stockton, California. Gives her date of missing is 7/18 of 2023. She's 16, female, 5'1", 100 pounds, eyes blue, possible glasses, hair short blonde, could be colored, race Caucasian. She typically wears baggy clothes, 90s grunge skater style, likely to have a large green beige squishmallow animal with her and headphones. Nose piercings, both right and left nostril and septum. Lower lip piercings. Michaela was last seen getting into a dark gray Pontiac Vibe or similar vehicle near North El Dorado Street between Hammer Lane and Benhold Drive in Stockton, California on the morning of 7/18/2023. The driver and her destination are unknown. Michaela has strong ties to Central Valley, California, but there is reason to believe that she could have traveled outside of the area with an adult male in the direction of either Washington or Arizona. Hi, Polygraph. Thank you. CJK, thanks for coming in. So, like I said, my page, they're full of them, full of these. Jennifer Casper Ross, another individual who was murdered, missing and murdered. We're presuming her mother still has not received help, and we're going to have her mom, Carla, back on the show. As many as you see on here coming up, you go on my Twitter feed and there's twice as many on there. Missing juvenile, Captain Javon Johnson, 11th Precinct, July 24th, 2023. Adrian Mesa Rodriguez, 15, female, 132 pounds, height 5'8", hair brown, eyes hazel, alias none, tattoo scars none. Adriana failed to return home after being at a friend's home. No clothing description was provided. Missing from the 20100 block of Ryan. Last seen Friday, July 21st at approximately 9 p.m. So there's so many of them. Please help my family. I've been missing for 19 years. If you know anything, please contact Crime Stoppers. You will remain anonymous and may receive a cash reward up to $5,000. Her name is Elizabeth Beth Peglassetti Prescott. Elizabeth was last seen between 5:20 and 6 a.m. on April 30th, 2004 at her apartment that was once located at 500 block of Tyndall Parkway near Walmart. Her husband saw her before he left for work that day, but when he returned home at 4 p.m., she was gone. She has not been seen or heard from since. Elizabeth had only been married for about 2 months when she went missing. She had no vehicle and normally walked everywhere. She had no credit cards or cell phone, and she left all her belongings behind. She was 19 years old when she went missing. Today, she would be 38 years old. Elizabeth has blonde hair and blue eyes. She liked to dye her hair often, either black or auburn. She wears contact lenses, tinted green. Her nickname is Beth, and her maiden name is Peglassetti. If you have any information regarding Elizabeth and wish to remain anonymous, please contact Crime Stoppers at 850-785-8477 or the Bay County Sheriff's Office. Cash reward up to $5,000 is being offered for information that leads to the location of Elizabeth or the arrest of the person or persons responsible for her missing. Tabitha Tudors, last seen early on the morning of April 29, 2023. Lucy Meadows, age 3, has been missing since July 26, 1996, Rivergate Mall. It's important that we share these names and these faces, no matter how long they've been missing. And that's something that I'm going to get a lot better at doing on each stream or video that I create. Well, everyone, thank you for joining me today. Like I said, this was impromptu, not expected. Didn't plan on it, but once I heard about this, I wanted to come on. So keep sharing those missing posters. I post them in the Facebook group. I post them on the Marvelous Marvin page, which is my page that I have for myself. And I try to post as many as I can on the community page too. Let's help get the word out about these missing individuals. All right, everybody, have a good day, and I will talk to you soon.